Have you ever wondered what if video game characters had their own Pokemon? Well, I already made that video a couple days ago where the heroes got their own Pokemon, but today we are going with the villains with 5 different video game villains. Bowser, Shadow the Hedgehog, Meta Knight, Eggman, and King Dedede. I looked through all these 5 villains' characteristics and chose 6 Pokemon for each of them, so hopefully you guys like it. You can totally put it in the comment section down below what do you guys think should be in favor of other Pokemon. I didn't have help on this video like I did on last video, so it's probably not gonna be the best, but I'm pretty sure the Pokemon that I've picked for this episode would be awesome. So let's start with Bowser. Bowser is a tough, strong opponent and a big brute. He's also a loving parent. Tough and villainous, he still has a soft side since he's a father. That's why I chose Kangaskhan. For Junior, of course. Kangaskhan is a Pokemon that has a baby Kangaskhan in her belly at all times, which is very fortunate for Bowser. They're both strong, they're both big, they're both hefty, and they have a little child by them at all times. So I feel Kangaskhan will be a perfect pick for Bowser's first Pokemon. The next 3 on the list are Blastoise, Torterra, and Turtonator. Makes sense because they're all turtles, just like Bowser. They're all strong, they all have really good defense, and I'm glad that it's water, grass, and fire like the 3 stages of starters. Nothing really else to put on this list, but I would say that if anything, I love Turtonator on this list. I did got help with Turtonator from my friends, but Turtonator I feel is awesome for Bowser. They both can breathe fire, they both are hefty, they both have spiky shells, and yeah. Out of these 3 turtles, I feel like Turtonator is the best pick. Blastoise is cool, but seeing how Blastoise is water-based and Bowser isn't, he's fire-based, doesn't really make sense in a way. And like I said, with the fire-based with Bowser, Torterra isn't kind of like that, but they're all 3 are turtles, and I feel like these 3 are really good for them. You could put Tortuga in for Blastoise, but I feel like Blastoise is better at the end. Next, Peachrunt, and I did give Mario Peachrunt in our last video, but to spice it up, we'll make Peachrunt a shiny Peachrunt. And this is because of Princess Peach, because Bowser loves kidnapping the princess. Don't know why. For 30 years probably. I think it's been 30 years, I don't really know for sure, but hey, it's been a long time. Next, and his last Pokemon is Druddigon. And this is because Druddigon is a dragon type and Bowser is a turtle dragon. But I don't know why, but I feel like Druddigon is like aligned with Bowser. I really feel like both of them look the same, both of them are similar. And yeah, I really feel like Druddigon is a perfect match for Bowser. So, Bowser's Pokemon team is Kangaskhan, Blastoise, Torterra, Turtonator, Peachrunt, and Druddigon. Next, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog. I didn't really find this too hard, but there's some things that were kinda iffy in my eyes. First, we have Mewtwo, and yes, a legendary Pokemon, I know, but Mewtwo is a special case. Since Shadow is a copy of Sonic, Mewtwo is also a copy of Mew, which I feel like very co-aligns with these 2 Pokemon. I feel like they could bond over being fake. Yeah, but all in all, these 2 Pokemon, well, Mewtwo is very good for Shadow, I feel like, and I feel like it's a very good decision to make. Next mon we have is Typhlosion. If you want to, you could put Hisui in Typhlosion, but I don't think that Shadow would go back in time to Hisui, so I'm just gonna give him regular Typhlosion. I feel like Typhlosion is a really good Pokemon for him since Typhlosion is kind of a hedgehog. I would say it's a hedgehog. I don't know 100% sure, but Typhlosion is one of those Pokemon that I feel like, yeah, that feels good for Shadow. And since I didn't give it to Sonic, here it is for Shadow. Next is Genesect, and I know a legendary and a mythical. Come on, man. Look, Shadow's OP. That's not my problem. And Genesect is awesome. I was gonna put Genesect on Team Eggman's team, but I learned that Genesect was tested on by Team Plasma, like how Shadow was tested by Eggman's grandfather. So I really thought this co-aligns with each other so well, and how Genesect was tested on, and it wasn't really, it's suspected that Genesect could be a Kabutops, or Kabuto, either way, and that's very crazy to me, how he was tested on by a bunch of these lab people. So I really feel like Genesect should be on here. So Genesect. Next Pokemon for Shadow is Absol, and you're probably wondering, why is Absol on this team? Because I wanted it to. Well, Absol is a very awesome Pokemon, and I love its design. I love its nature in the sense that it senses or brings danger where it goes. I just feel like its loner type aspect is really aligned with Shadow's. Oh my gosh, what the heck was that? And I feel like Shadow is very aligned with Absol, so I really feel like Absol is a pretty good Pokemon for Shadow in a way. Next is another one like Absol, Weavile. Dark typing, that's all I could get from Weavile. Weavile is a really fast Pokemon. It's black, it's dark type, perfect for Shadow. Didn't really know what to put in this one, so Weavile. Not really much else to say, but Weavile. And Shadow's last Pokemon is Octillery. And you're probably wondering, why Octillery? Guns, yeah. If you guys seen Shadow the Hedgehog in 2005, he uses a lot of pew-pews. Don't really want to say that out loud, but Octillery also has something like that with Octazooka, his special move, which is kind of like a gun. And Octillery, I forgot the word, but Tillery is like stuff with like ammo, weapons, stuff like that. And also, if you guys didn't know, Octillery and Remoraide's beta design were way different for what they were today. If Game Freak kept the beta designs for Octillery and Remoraide, Remoraide would be a type of gun, and Octillery would have been a type of tank. That would have been awesome. Or at least maybe like a new evolution for Octillery. But hey, I'm not begging for anything. Please, Game Freak, if you're watching this, please give Octillery evolution. You gave Dunsparce an evolution. You gave Girafarig evolution. Give my man Octillery an evolution, bro. Like a ice type evolution. I don't know, a steel type evolution. Just give him an evolution. Next, we have the notorious Dr. Eggman and his 6th team of Pokemon. His first one is Ladian. And I know what you're saying, Ladian. Why? Because of Motobug. Probably one of his most relevant robots. I feel like Motobug is an awesome pick for Eggman. And I feel like Motobug is a ladybug, Ladian is a ladybug. Put those two together and you give a Pokemon for Eggman's team, which is very, very easy for me. Just saying. Next one is BM. Only reason is because robot. I could have you could switch this out for Matang, obviously, but BM is, I guess, a pretty good pick. It was a last minute pick, I would say that. Not really good, not really bad, but it's not perfect. I don't really like BM as a Pokemon. Kinda sucks, but hey, pretty cool mon, pretty good Pokemon to pick for Eggman. If you want to, you could pick any other robot Pokemon, I don't know, Metagross. Metagross? I just confused myself. My bad. Is Blaziken, Excadrill, and Aipom. And you're probably wondering, the weirdest 3 Pokemon, the most randomest 3 Pokemon. You're probably wondering, why did I pick that? Because if you guys ever watch the Saturday night Sonic TV shows, I think that's Saturday the darker one, but the lighter version with Steve Urkel, where they both had Steve Urkel. Blaziken, Extro, and Apom represent Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts of the kid TV show for Sonic the Hedgehog. The one with where Tails was brown. Don't know why, but yeah, I feel like these 3 Pokemon fit well. I have a lot of variety, I should say, and pretty good picks, if I do say myself. Last but not least is Scizor. Probably wondering, what, is it because he's a metallic like Pokemon bug? Well, kinda. If you guys watched the 2014 Sonic Boom TV series, you guys might know Burnbot. He was a part of Eggman's crew and very prominent character for Eggman's thing, other than Cubot, Orbot, Howbot, the fake Sonic, Robo-Sonic, Metal Sonic, I should say, my bad. And some other characters too, but Burnbot is a still prominent character in the show. And whatever this thing is. King DDD, the most weirdest main villain in history, and of course it's Kirby, the man, the myth, the legend, Kirby. Don't know why I said that, but we'll still go with it. So, our first pick with King DDD is Phalanx. Phalanx is a really good pick for King DDD because one reason, his Waddle Dees. I want his Waddle Dees to be represented in his team of 6, and I wondered what Pokemon should I choose, and I thought Phalanx. It's a yellow Pokemon with a round. He's a round ball shape. They come in a bunch of them, and they're small and petite little guys are cute, just like his Waddle Dees. Next 2 are Empoleon and Ice Cube. Penguins. That's the reason. I would pick Empoleon because I feel like Empoleon is a type of leader, but like with the other guy, I forgot his name. He was like a meme on TikTok a lot, like a while ago. I don't know. They're both penguins. Pick penguins. Ice Cube, Empoleon. They're both penguins. Penguins. I did not make a script for King DDD. Forgot. Penguins. Next is Tinkaton, and I already gave Tinkaton to Mario, so I'll make Tinkaton shiny. And no, I won't make every other duplicate Pokemon shiny. Don't worry. But this is shiny Tinkaton because he uses the hammer. He uses the hammer. Next is Sliggoo. Because if you guys seen Kirby right back at you, you know King DDD's right-hand man, Escargoon. Goonin. Enough of the gooning. Escargot is a very funny, lovable character. If you guys watched the Right Back At You series, I watched like 10-20 episodes of it until it got deleted off of YouTube. Sob, cry. But Sliggoo is an awesome pick for King DDD. If you want to, you can give him Hisuian Sliggoo since that's more of a snail. But I feel like King DDD won't go back in time. That's stupid. We're not thinking about that. We're just thinking about the present, and he's not in Hisui time. So Sliggoo will be just fine. So King DDD's full team will be Phalanx, Empoleon, Ice Cube, Shiny Tinkaton, Piplup, and Sliggoo. And yeah, I didn't put Piplup in there for some reason. Piplup because small little baby. I feel like King DDD would love Piplup. Never use him in battles. Sorry about that. I forgot about Piplup again. Did not make a script for King DDD. My bad. Yeah, let's just go to Meta Knight. Our last, but certainly not least pick is Meta Knight. And I was wondering, what should I do for Meta Knight? Knights. I chose Knights. Ceruledge is a great pick for Meta Knight. I love his design, and when I thought of, hey, what Pokemon are Knights, and I seen Ceruledge, I was jumping for joy. The one thing is, Meta Knight usually uses one sword, and Ceruledge has 2, but hey, if he wants to be like Zoro so bad, he can. I won't stop his dreams. I was gonna put Armarouge, but Meta Knight doesn't really use guns like that, so wouldn't really feel like it would be fitting. Next is Bisharp, and not just any Bisharp, shiny Bisharp. At first I was gonna put regular Bisharp on here, but since Meta Knight is mostly blue, I really thought shiny Bisharp would be way better. Its blue design is awesome. I love its facial expression, everything about Bisharp. I tried to use Bisharp in my team, but didn't really go good. But Bisharp is an awesome Pokemon. It has blades all over his face, not really a night Pokemon, but hey, it still works for the aesthetic. Next one is Escavalier. More like, since it's kind of a night, I chose this one. But now I'm thinking about it, Escavalier doesn't really fit Meta Knight in a way. So if you want to take this out, you could put, I don't know, Excelgor. Meta Knight's kind of fast. So if you want to, you could put Excelgor in here. Or some other night Pokemon. You could put Honedge in here. So if you don't want Escavalier, you can definitely put Honedge in here. Next is Corviknight, mainly because it's metal just like Meta Knight, and Meta Knight needs a trusty steed, or a bird. I feel like Corviknight really fits really well with Meta Knight, and it's awesome as his Pokemon. Its flying and steel type mixing is awesome. Being now he can fly everywhere he wants to, and sometimes if you see him in Smash Bros, you can see his cape turn to like a flying wings or whatever, which is very alluding to Corviknight design and how he has wings and also his Gigantamax form. Yeah, is Zacian, and yes, I already talked about his noble steed being Corviknight, but he can also ride this little doggy boy, and I feel like it's awesome for him. The only thing is that Meta Knight is kind of dark blue, and Zacian is a light blue. It doesn't really contrast with this color type, whatever. I feel like it's still a good pick since Zacian has a blade, first off, and I feel like all this Pokemon can train with him. Really awesome, right? I know, it is. And our last pick is Ogerpon, because Ogerpon wears so many masks. I think he has 4: grass, rock, fire, and water. Pretty cool. I don't know why he doesn't have electric type mask. Like, do not know why they didn't put that. I don't know why they put rock instead of electric. Don't really care. The teal mask was very, very boring. Did not like it. If you guys are still getting the DLC, don't get it. Well, you have to if you want to get the Blueberry Academy one. The Blueberry Academy is really good, but teal mask is kind of boring. You don't really do anything. Have very boring battles, but whatever. I'm getting off my script thingy. So I feel like Ogerpon is a great Pokemon for Meta Knight because his mask, and we've never officially seen Meta Knight without his mask. There was like some digital coding that you could see like what he looks like under his mask, kind of like Shy Guys. Yeesh. But at the end of the day, I feel like Ogerpon is great for Meta Knight, and also Meta Knight is a loner, and in the games you don't really get to talk to Ogerpon since he's kinda, shall I say it, kind of frightening of humans. So I feel like their two personalities would go great together. So Meta Knight's final team is Ceruledge, Bisharp, Escavalier, or Honedge, Corviknight, Zacian, and Ogerpon. Hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to, I'll do the what if video game characters had their own Pokemon, but it would be the sidekicks like Tails. I already did Luigi. Like side characters, like people don't really talk about, like the other characters. I should put it like that. Hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys subscribe. Thank you for the other video. Next video would be Pokemon. What if Pokemon characters